Okay, students, we will get into exercise 2 of page number D is 2 and 3. Data handling 2 and 3 will solve the sums. Question number 1 is telling to you that tell whether each of the following is certain to happen, impossible to happen, or may happen, but not certain. There are three things you need to. Certain to happen is one, then impossible to happen, then may happen or may not. See, you are older today than tomorrow. Can you be older today than tomorrow? Tomorrow always you will be older. So it is impossible one. Could you understand to me? Now a dice when thrown lands up with 7 on top. Do a dice have number 7? It has got 6 sides. It is a cubical object, therefore it has got 6 surface, and all the 6 surfaces numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. There is no chances of this. Also impossible one. Tomorrow will be a Monday, as today is Sunday. That is a possible, certain to happen. In this case it will be certain to happen. Like this you will do. I will tell you 7th one. A circle with a smaller area has smaller radius. Of course it will have, because the area of a circle is always counted with the radius. The formula is pi r square. If it is having smaller r, then it will definitely have a smaller area. That's certain to happen. Now question number 2 is said to you as identify the true statement. Out of this, which is true? The probability of an impossible event is always 0. That's true. No, nothing. That event cannot happen. That event cannot recur. Definitely it's an impossible event, and that event probability will be 0. I have said to you. Now, probability of a sure event is 1 by 2. No, it is 1. Probability of sure event is 1. Like this, if I ask you, I will take question number 6. The probability of choosing a card of the green color from a bag of 5 red cards and 10 green cards. 10 green cards and 5 red cards. The total number of this one will be 15. Total number of total outcome will be 15. But choosing a card of green color from a bag of 5 red color and 10 green color, that is may happen or may not happen. Means that is true statement. Of course, one green card. No, it will not be, because it is it will be total outcome. Favorable outcome will be 5 by 15, will be 3 by 5. But it is given to you 1 by 15. Don't be. Now I will get into see. I will talk to you on question number 3. Write down all possible outcome. You are throwing a coin. What are the outcome will come? Head and tail. So what are the possible outcomes are? Head or tail. Toss of 2 coin. What it can be? It can be headed. On one trial, it can be headed. It can be head tail. It can be head tail. It can be tail tail. 2 coin you are tossing together simultaneously. It can be head tail. First coin came head, second coin came tail. It can be first coin came tail and second coin came tail. These all are the possible outcome, isn't it? So a die is thrown. So what is the possible outcome? It can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4, it can be 5, or it can be 6. Nothing else. Now choosing a day of the week at a random. It will be possible outcome will be what? Possible outcome will be either Monday or Tuesday or Thursday or any of the weekdays. Could you understand? Now let us solve some of the sums. Question number 6 I have taken. It is said to you that a coin is tossed 200 times. Therefore, children, 2 things you need to know in probability. One is number of total outcome. Out of an experiment, you need to take the number of total outcome and you need to count the favorable outcome for which you are searching for. Could you understand me? So here the number of time the coin tossed is 200. Therefore, number of total possible outcome. Possible outcome is how much? Total possible outcome you have to count, that is 200. Could you understand? Now, number of head for the first question, no. Number of tail appeared is 103. Therefore, number of head appeared out of 200 will be, 200 minus 103 is 97. So, number of favorable outcome for head will be 97. So, the probability formula is what? Number of total outcomes, total favorable outcome actually, total outcomes divided by number of favorable outcome. Number of total possible outcome, if you write down, it will be better. Total possible outcome, that is 200. Number of favorable outcome divided by number of total possible outcomes. I have written because number of favorable outcomes divided by number of total possible outcome. Total possible outcomes, that is the formula. Okay, now in this case, no, for getting head, what is the number of favorable outcome? 97. And number of total possible outcome is 297 by 200 will be the probability that comes under the formula. Probability of getting tail, similarly, number of favorable outcome is how much? 103, that is said to you. But total possible outcome is how much? That is 200. So 103 by 200 will be the answer. Now moving on to question number 3, there is a table given to you. In that number of outcome, outcomes are given to you. One as an outcome has appeared 49 times. 2 as an outcome has appeared 51 times. A die is thrown. 5 as an outcome has got 52 times, 4 46 and 5 43 and 6 49 59. Now children, now total outcomes will be what? Number of all the total outcome will be what? Total outcome will be all this, adding all this, 49 plus 51 plus 52 plus 46 plus 43 plus 49, 59, that is equal to 200. So number of, all possible outcome, total possible outcome is 200. Okay, then probability of getting 1 will be 1 how many times? Number of favorable outcome is 49 and total possible outcome is 300, so 49 divided by 300. The probability formula is number of total possible, number of total favorable outcome divided by total possible outcome. To understand. Now, see, probability of getting 3 will be 52 because 3, how many times the favorable outcome is 52 and total possible outcome is 300. So 52 by 300, if you make it a smallest term, you 13 by 75. Probability of getting 6 similarly will be 59 by 300. That you cannot make it a smallest term, so 59 by 300. Probability of getting 2 or 6, that is a question. 2 or 6, that means how many times 2 has favorable, number of favorable outcome will be 2 how many times it has, plus 6 how many times. So 51 plus 59. So 2 or 6, 51 plus 59, which is equal to 110. So number of favorable outcome is 51 plus 59 divided by number of total possible outcome is 300. So 110 divided by 300. If you make a smallest term, 11 by 30. You understood it. Similar sum is there for question number 12 also just take. Question number 11 I have taken total number of students, that is total total possible outcome is 200. Now number of students like me will be 150. Therefore, number of students dislike me will be 200 minus 150, that is 85. Very simple. So probability of student like me will be how many student like me? That is a possible. Favorable outcome is how much? 115. Therefore, total possible outcome is how much? 200. So 115 by 200. If you make the standard form of the fraction, it become 23 by 40. That is the answer. Now, probability of student dislike it, definitely 85 by 200. By 40. Now, question number 13 I will take. Question number 13, possible outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 20. There are 20 ball number from 1 to 20 serially. So these all are the outcome. But number of possible outcomes will be what? 1 to 20. It will be number will be 20 numbers, isn't it? Now probability of getting 16 number of, for 16 number of favorable outcome is 1, because 16 number ball is only 1. So therefore 16 number of favorable outcome is 1 and total possible outcome is 20. Therefore probability of getting 16 will be 1 by 20. I hope you have understood. For probability 14 or 17, as the way I said to you, 14 how many are there? 14 only one ball is there, 17 written another ball is there, so number of favorable outcome will be 2 and total outcome is 20, therefore it will be 1 by 10. Could you understand? Now for a prime number 1 to 20, how many prime numbers are there? There are 6 prime numbers. What are those? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17 and 19. So there are 6 number of prime numbers. So number of favorable outcome are 6 and total outcome is 20. There was 6 by 20 which is equal to 3 by 15. I hope you have understood. Very easy lesson but very interesting. Do it. Doubt if any more is there.